Good morning, Thursday, the 13th, 14th? I have no idea. I think it's the 14th. 13th? No, 14th is Valentine's Day. Oh, today is the 13th. Thursday the 13th. Understanding how a business matures over time and the advantages that you have over businesses that have been doing this for 5 years. Let's start this video off right now. What's up, guys? It's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net. I have been doing junk removal for over the last 17 years. In March of this year will be 18 years. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, brother. So next month will be 18 years for me in this business, and it has been a ride that, oh, it's cold today. It is cold this morning, boy. It is cold. Morning, Jeffrey. I want to talk about longevity in this business and the advantages that you have in this business, okay? So let me first start off by telling you some of the pros that, oh yeah, it's chilly, dude. I think it's like, what is it, 28? I don't even know, bro. Let me look, Alex. Damn, it usually tells me. My phone sucks. Man, it's cold, dude. Cold. I had to turn on my personal heater last night in my bedroom. It was cold. So I want to talk about some of the advantages that being in this business beats other junk removal business. I don't think it's that windy right now. I don't think it's that windy. So here's an advantage that having your business for a long time helps you out amongst other businesses that have been in business for less than 5 years, 4 years, okay? Here's one of them. Knowing and identifying the payments and the cost of your vehicles and the maintenance. Let me tell you why. Vehicle maintenance, once you get the hang of that, and it takes years to do that, unless you're just a mechanic, which I wasn't. It takes years to realize how many times an oil change has to happen, how many times you got to change brakes out, and the necessary expenses that goes with maintenance on a vehicle, okay? It also shows you, and let me tell you this one, this is the big one, the payments on the vehicle. So let's just say now there's payments on these vehicles that are over $100,000 and $90,000 at. You can get a vehicle for 6 years, 6 or 7 years now. Back in the day, they weren't allowed that. But imagine a company that has a 5-year, payments on their car. 5 years. That's how long they have to pay for their car. Imagine that. Now imagine somebody that's been in business for 6 years. They already paid off their vehicle. So that's less, 1 year less that they didn't have to pay than somebody that did have to pay. So for instance, let's two people start off, right? One guy's been doing this for over 6 years, just finished paying off his vehicle last year. And there's a newcomer that just started, his business 2 years ago. He's still got 3 years to pay on that vehicle. Now you think, oh, vehicles aren't that expensive. Vehicles aren't that expensive, right? You're making $600 payments. Yeah, you're right. Some vehicles aren't that expensive. But then stick that insurance on it. So now that $600 payment is another $400 added to. Now it's $1,000 a month. So I'm going to tell you something. Your competitor, who's been doing this for 6 years, and you've been only doing it for 2 to 3 years, has $1,000 more at his use to spend than you do. $600 on the truck, $400 on the insurance. So think about that. Being longer in this business gives you more opportunity to pay off some of your debt. So that's a huge ordeal. So you have to deal with that. As a newcomer, you get a truck. Listen, most of these newcomers that I know do not have trucks paid for. They do not. They have not paid for their trucks. They buy these new trucks thinking that they're just going to get in this business and the business is going to pay itself. As a matter of fact, the guys that I work with, all of them do not have their trucks paid off for. Yeah, you can use that on Google Ads or anything. And you really can. You really can. So I kind of think about that, okay? Now, here's another advantage, okay? That's one advantage. The longevity of paying off, okay? Paying payments. Here's another one. Knowing the systematic way that your business works. Knowing how the business works. And that's a big deal. Knowing that, I don't have to give this customer the correct time. They'll just realize, when a customer asks me what time I'm going to get there, I never give them a time. I say in the morning. I'll be there in the morning. What time is that? Well, I just can't give you that yet, but I'll call you 30 minutes before I arrive. I always tell people that. Knowing what time to wake up in the morning, knowing what time you can do your SEO on your computer, the efficiencies of your business, the tendencies and that guide for your business. That's a big deal. And over time, you will learn that. You will learn that over time, being in this business, you learn those little tricks. And those little tricks add up to dollars. Okay? Now, I'm not even getting to the good shit because the good stuff's coming up. So, the longevity of understanding the intricate parts, delicate parts of your business that run your business is a part of junk removal. And in the long run will save you money. All right. I'll tell you something that I did for my business that saved me money every month. It's just ridiculous. And saves me time, a lot of time. Is being able to dump on my property because I rent a dumpster on my property. Oh my gosh, guys, let me tell you something. There are so many companies out there that have more trucks, more trailers than I do. They got these warehouses, and people started getting warehouses like recently, like the last 2-3 years, when I've had them for like 10 years, I guess. I have no idea. But the last few years, I've noticed there's people, knowing when to rent and when to own your own property, which eventually took me time to realize that I was just throwing money away renting. Okay? But that's a whole nother story there. Having a dumpster on my property saves me money, a lot of money. Saves me time, saves me efficiency, saves me vehicle maintenance. I'm not driving 20 minutes out of the way to go dump anymore. I'm dumping in my property. At the end of the day, I just park my truck, empty it out, switch trucks, go to another one, and go do another job. Hey, Jesper from Scotland. There is so many little small things that you can do that are part of this business to save you money, and that's one of them that I've been doing this for over 17 years, and I just started renting out dumpsters the last 2 years. And I started realizing, holy cow, what an advantage that I have over other people. That I can rent these dumpsters because I make money, and I can dump into these dumpsters at will. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Yeah, I didn't think about that one. Oh. I have the ability to fill up and empty my trailers and my trucks on my property inside the dumpster. And whenever I need another dumpster, you know what I do? I just make a call, and they drop it the same day. Like, I don't know, a company that is going to the landfill all the time and dumping at the landfill. Instead of unloading inside their own property, inside their own warehouse, they're going to the landfill. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Is my opinion. I can't hear that. I can't read that, Jeffrey. The biggest.
I can't hear you now.
It's huge advantage to my business because of this dumpster. And that happened over longevity. Understanding my business, understanding what I was missing in my business to be better, more efficient, quicker, and save money. I save so much money by dumping on my property. So much. And here's the big ones, okay? Having longevity in this business and maturity in this business helps out with your website. See, the longer your website has been active, the more that Google will understand your website and allow you to stay on the first page of Google. And that counts for a lot. Allowing your website to mature in the Google sphere counts for a lot. And Google likes that. I have my URL, junkguysdfw.net, has been over 12 years old or 10 years old, something like that. So imagine someone opening a URL with GoDaddy for the last 3 years. I have 7 years on them. 7 years of content. Longevity and maturity of my website helps me out. It's an advantage over someone that just started a website. Here's another one for you. Maturity, longevity has earned me repeat customers. Numerous of repeat customers. Numerous. Which is a huge advantage to me. A huge advantage. Just being in business, it shows that you have a lot of repeat customers. And just because I stayed open, I have these repeat customers, and that's an advantage to me. Okay? So here's another advantage of why I've been in business so long, is commercial clients. I have built a huge commercial client account with customers that has allowed me to do estate sales, evictions, hoarder houses. The list of commercial clients it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I'll name you some right now. Colonial, which I've been doing for about 10 years. Jen and Kate, which I've been doing for about 7 years. Oh, Ebby Holiday. Oh gosh, don't get me that. I think that's like 12 years. The apartment complexes in Plano. My son does those. I have so many of them. Kelly Johnson Realty. Strong Arm Realty. Oh, dude, I could do this for a while. I just got to think of them. The mobile home park that calls me every time there's a hoarder house. Oh, the apartments in Fort Worth that always calls me because of bed bugs. The longevity has earned me these commercial clients. And I'm going to tell you, they paid off, What happened to that eviction TV show you were going to do? Dude, let me tell you something, Jeffrey. That's a great question. So they contact me about once every 3 months, just telling me it's on the horizon. I'm like, whatever, dude. There's been so many. We went in for screen tests. Me, Maddie, and 2 other of us went in for screen tests. They flew us out to the studio in Austin, Texas. And we do studio testing. And they flew us back home, and that was it. I'm like, okay, no word, no nothing. Got an email. That's it. They've been talking about this thing for like 3 years already. And I knew things were going to move slow, but I didn't think they moved this slow. I bet if I was in China or Japan, they'd move like next week and be done by next week. We're slowed down here in the Americas, I swear. It's awful. So yeah, I don't know. I think they get funded, and then they sell the TV pilot. We filmed some stuff. We filmed some fake stuff, like we were doing a hoarder house. We little of that. It was a one-day filming thing, but other than that, that's all I know, man. It's a paid show. I mean, I'm getting paid for it. Another thing is, everything that I do, I can talk about it, I just can't film it. That's crazy. I signed an NDA that I don't know if I'm supposed to say that I signed an NDA. Shit, Jeffrey, you might get me in trouble. I know that I'm not supposed to film, that's all I know. So there's no filming of this TV show. I can't use my cameras or nothing, anything like that. You know, being in this business for over 17 years, next month will be 18, gives me such a huge that I do on a daily basis. With me talking live like this on a daily basis, yeah, it's high. So just imagine those little things that I told you, how much money I save over the person who has to pay for ads, who has to pay for the truck, who has to pay for efficiency. Just imagine that. That's a big expenditure for a lot of companies, a big one. But, you know, we do pretty good down here in Texas doing this, and we're known in Texas, so it's an eye-opening experience for me. It really is. It opens my eyes and go, dang, dude, I should have been doing this a long time ago. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to tell you, your business matures, and that's when you know you're doing something right. You know what I mean? You start making good money. I'm telling you, I didn't start making really good money until the 7th or 8th year in this business. You know, that's crazy. Anyway, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See y'all tomorrow. I'll do another video on Valentine's Day. Bye-bye, guys.